I would like to thank you on behalf of the entire City Council for being here today to join us for the 2023 State of the City Address. Thank you for taking the time to be here at this wonderful Camarillo Ranch. A special thanks goes out to the Ventura County Business Alliance for partnering with the city on this event. We appreciate your collaboration with us to bring this event to our community today. As you can tell, we've changed things up a little bit here. We brought this to the ranch. We're really excited about that. Couldn't find a better setting, but also just the format, a little bit more networking. We're going to network a little bit more after as well. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Susan Santangelo.
I'm privileged to stand before you as Camarillo's mayor to share with you the state of the city. We've accomplished so much this year. Today, I'm just scratching the surface to share a glimpse into our efforts, starting with the great strides that we've made in economic development and engagement with our business community, sharing about our major projects, both capital projects and private development, and highlights from 2023 that showcase what we are doing to maintain an excellent quality life here in the city of Camarillo. We are actively implementing the city's economic development strategic plan. This year, there's been an increased focus on raising awareness of Camarillo as a place for targeted industry types that create high-paying jobs, and to increase the city's ability to serve these businesses positively and quickly when they interact with the city. To do so, we've reviewed land use policies, created marketing assets that highlight Camarillo as a place to work and to live, and increased efficiencies in our processes for exploring development ideas and for review through online permitting efficiency. I'm proud to share that Camarillo's unemployment rate is low. Camarillo's vacancy rates are also low. This year, the city created a consultation team as part of the city's roadmap to customer service success. This team consists of staff from economic development, community development, public works, and building and safety departments, who meet with business owners, developers, or property owners to review proposed concept for potential location. Interested parties quickly receive an accurate high-level and full-spectrum analysis of a potential project or business idea, giving potential applicants instant feedback so that they can determine their next steps. Another exciting accomplishment is the launch of Camarillo's economic development website. ChooseCamarillo.com is an asset that promotes Camarillo as a place to work and, more importantly, to live. The website highlights Camarillo's strategic advantages, its small business resources, life science and advanced technology, and it invites businesses to explore Camarillo for their business site selection needs. To attract business decision makers, it's important for them to imagine living in Camarillo. So the site also highlights the high quality of life in Camarillo, made available by safety, amenities, housing options, schools, quality healthcare, and nearby attractions. Here's a great video that establishes this fresh new look for economic development in Camarillo.
Battery Streak is an advanced technology manufacturing company. So our batteries using our material will allow for fast charging, and they operate at very low temperature, so they're safer batteries to use.
We work on topical emulsions of drugs that take a drug from the surface of the skin into the blood, do it with the speed of a needle, but the bioavailability or efficiency of a pill. Yeah, we moved down to Camarillo partly because of just the space offered a great environment for our employees.
Battery Street decided to move to Camarillo because of the beautiful coastal community, affordable office space, its access to the freeways for our international travelers, and our access to a great talent pool in the local area.
So one of the benefits of being in Camarillo is we have great access to really incredible people, a bunch of people that are former Amgen employees, also access to people coming right out of school, whether it's UCLA, USC, UCSB, Channel Islands. So there's a great pool of both experienced executives and new up-and-coming talent.
I moved here almost a year ago from LA. I went to school at UCLA, and when I applied for this job, I had no idea that Camarillo even existed, and I love it here. I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
There's an incredible ecosystem of companies in this Silicon corridor. So not only do we have companies that can help us grow and meet the needs we have today, but we have companies that may be eventual users of our technology.
One of our goals is to be part of that broader ecosystem. We see this as a hub that mirrors what's been seen in South San Francisco and Boston and San Diego, the Research Triangle. There really should be the same type of triangle here in Ventura County and in Camarillo.
This was a dirt lot about 5 years ago, and the city had entitled it for this type of building. We knew that people would want to be here. We knew there was a demand for a fun space like this. I'm really proud of this building. It really looks beautiful. The city of Camarillo held us to a really high standard. Every project has challenges, but the people of the city of Camarillo were willing to take on those challenges with us and walk us through it, and it was just a really good experience from the beginning to end.
I love that we're also just right in the middle of LA and Santa Barbara, so there's a lot more exciting stuff that's just a drive away.
Our employees can get here easily. Traffic's not an issue. The surrounding restaurants, areas to spend time outside of the office is something we've really tried to foster as we build a great team. It's an attractive place to live and an attractive place to work.
Camarillo feels like home to me. It's safe, it's quiet, I love the community.
I've worked in all the cities in the county, and Camarillo by far is the best city to work with. Their professionalism and their care are second to none.
What an impressive video. Yes, we are in Camarillo. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Donna Toteva-Lacayo. I'm the chair of the West Ventura County Business Alliance, and it's an honor for me to be here as well. On behalf of the Alliance and the board directors and members, I would like to also thank you for coming here today. It's been a real pleasure to partner with the City of Camarillo on this event, and I believe it's a great example of what can be accomplished when we work together to achieve great outcomes like today. It's also nice to hear from Mayor Santangelo of the state of our local government, elected leaders, city staff, residents, and local businesses are working together tirelessly to better an already great community. The West Ventura County Business Alliance strives to be a catalyst for business growth, a convener of leaders and influencers, and a champion for stronger community. We look forward to strengthening our relationships, influence, and support the Camarillo businesses that are here today, all of our community. In that vein, I would like to thank the businesses who stepped forward today and supported this event. Title sponsors are Camarillo Old Town Association, Foundry 805. Major sponsors were Camarillo Hotel and Tourism Association, Harrison Industries, Montecito Bank and Trust, Southern California Edison. Supporting sponsors were Dignity Health, St. John's Hospitals, Faring, 2888 Bistro, U.S. Bank, and Ventura Investment Company. I would also like to acknowledge the West Ventura County Business Alliance members with us today. The board members are Juliana Gonzalez with Visit Camarillo, Julia Justice with Meissner Corporation, Andrew Kiefer with CBIS HMHM, Robert Martinez with Boys and Girls Club Camarillo, and Nancy Schreiner, Law Offices of Nancy Schreiner. In closing, I'd like to thank the City of Camarillo for allowing us to partner on this presentation of the state of the city today. Let's hear more about what's going on in Camarillo. Thank you.
One of the things we are proud of in Camarillo is our forward progress on capital improvement projects. These projects are an investment in our city's infrastructure. They support our community and establish the foundation upon which our businesses and industries can help us in our quest to build a thriving future. The North Pleasant Valley Groundwater Desalter is the largest capital improvement project in Camarillo's history. The plant is now producing 4 million gallons of high-quality potable water per day by treating brackish groundwater from 2 wells. Not only is this project reducing Camarillo's dependence on imported state water, it will save $45 to $50 million over the next 20 years. One of our next big feats is going to be addressing the status of the water reclamation plant. The Wastewater Master Plan is a forward-looking planning document that details the condition of the Camarillo Sanitary District wastewater collection and treatment infrastructure and provides a roadmap to achieve the necessary long-term improvements. The Wastewater Master Plan was adopted by the City Council and identified that the water reclamation plant has many facilities nearing the end of their useful life that must be addressed within the next 10 years to continue to provide reliable treatment, maintain the long-term resiliency, and meet regulatory compliance. As Camarillo continues to plan for a more sustainable future, we are implementing resiliency projects throughout the city. One such project is the Hybrid Solar Microgrid Project, combining solar, battery storage, and diesel generators to supply standby power in case of an emergency or power loss to essential community facilities that must remain operational during a power outage. The project will supply power using solar and battery storage to significantly improve the resiliency of each facility during an outage. The diesel generators will be used as a backup power source as needed to continue to provide power during long-term outages. The city contracted with Tesla to install battery storage at the water reclamation plant, and construction is complete with final permitting and commissioning underway. Final design is nearly complete on the generator design at City Hall and the courtyard. The city is preparing a request for proposals for the remaining microgrid components and is pursuing funding opportunities for construction. Accessibility, availability, and equity in electric vehicle ownership were key driving factors in the decision to install 36 new public electric vehicle charging stations in Camarillo. 22 Level 2 chargers have been installed at Camarillo City Hall and Constitution Park. 14 are installed at the Camarillo Public Library. All are available for public use. At the present time, there is no other place in Camarillo with this high concentration of electric vehicle charging stations. We hope that this visible city effort towards resilience will inspire private developers to seek to expand our local and regional infrastructure that support transition to electric vehicles. The city is wrapping up the construction of the annual overlay project in Camarillo Old Town. Streets in Old Town neighborhoods were in poor condition and in need of significant pavement rehabilitation, such as updating existing access ramps, curb repairs, and sidewalk repairs. City staff worked closely with the contractor and the residents to minimize impact and inconvenience during construction. Most of the construction work is now complete, with minor closeout items and final striping scheduled to be completed over the next few weeks. One of the two city-owned parks in Camarillo is Dizdar Park in Camarillo Old Town. This long-awaited redevelopment project will beautify, enhance, and expand the existing Dizdar Park to include an entry plaza, a sitting garden, new landscaping, a band shell for community events, a fire station-themed playground, commemorative public art display, public restrooms, and improved lighting and pathways throughout the approximately 2-acre project site. The environmental document has been approved, and we are finalizing the design of the park. We anticipate advertising for construction bids in the upcoming months and awarding construction in early 2024. Camarillo has some exciting private development projects in the works right now, including Costco, Chick-fil-A, a new hotel and conference center, and much anticipated redevelopment of a shopping center in the middle of our beautiful city. Costco is planning to develop a 160,000 square foot retail warehouse and a freestanding fuel station with 32 gas pumps on approximately 20 acres on Ventura Boulevard, west of Home Depot. Chick-fil-A was recently approved by the Camarillo Planning Commission to construct a new 5,000 square foot fast food restaurant at the Camarillo Premium Outlets, west of the Regal Edwards movie theater. Construction is anticipated to begin later this year with a grand opening in early 2025. After last year's setback, we are pleased to see construction on the Mian Plaza Hotel and Conference Center is back in full swing. The 14-acre project site, located east of Las Posas Road, south of the freeway, and directly across from Ventura Boulevard from the Camarillo Premium Outlets, is currently under construction. It is being developed into a 155-room Embassy Suites Hotel, 122-room Hotel to Suites Hotel, 17,500 square foot conference center, over 16,000 square feet of restaurant space, and over 9,000 square feet of retail space. It is anticipated to be completed in 2025. Right in the middle of town, one of our older shopping centers at Ponderosa and Arneal, called Central Plaza, is being redeveloped. The Kmart building has been demolished to make way for a new Vons building. The existing Vons building will be divided and remodeled for future tenants. The project includes a new drive-through restaurant pad, a gas station, a Vons convenience market, and a new commercial building at the corner of Ponderosa and Arneal. The building facades of the existing tenants will be renovated to match the new construction. Through partnerships, we are able to make some amazing things happen in Camarillo. Last month, we celebrated with our partners, Area Housing Authority of the County of Ventura and Many Mansions, on the groundbreaking of a 100% affordable housing project in the heart of Camarillo. The former stock lumbar site at 2800 Berry Street will soon be home to a 68-unit all-affordable housing project, including 59 affordable rental units, 1 unrestricted manager's rental unit, and 8 for-sale affordable townhome units. This project includes both rental and ownership units, which is unique for an affordable housing project. Not only will the units be a mix of 50% low-income units and 50% very low-income units, this project will provide a 20% carve-out for special needs housing, meaning housing for physically and/or mentally disabled individuals and veterans. The project is currently under construction and is anticipated to be completed in the fall of 2024. It's been an incredible year for growth and development in Camarillo, and we are eager to see what the next year will bring.
Even with all this forward-thinking growth and development, you can rest assured that Camarillo will remain the safe community where you all love to live, work, or play. This is due in large part to the incredible work by our deputy sheriffs who make up the Camarillo Police Department. During the last year, we've seen some positive and negative trends in crime in our city. On a positive note, last year, Camarillo saw the lowest violent crime rate in the city's history. Members of our community can feel safe playing in our parks, eating at our restaurants, and shopping at our stores. On a negative note, even though our property crime rate was the 3rd lowest in our history, it did increase by 6% last year. The theft of catalytic converters accounted for almost the entire increase in property crime. The good news is that we are down more than 50% in catalytic converter theft so far this year. This has contributed in large part to our 6% decrease in property crime so far in Camarillo in 2023. Across the country, cities are grappling with ongoing increases in homelessness, and Camarillo is not immune to this. When you drive around our city, you see very few homeless individuals living on our streets. Our homeless population is unique, with a majority living in vehicles and RVs, and many of them who have jobs. A decade ago, the Camarillo Police Department created Project Hope, which started as a deputy sheriff working in the community to help identify those experiencing homelessness and working to connect them with resources. 10 years later, with the support of the Camarillo City Council, our Project Hope team includes a deputy sheriff, a full-time caseworker from Ventura County Behavioral Health, a senior management analyst from the Camarillo City Manager's Office, and just approved by our City Council a few weeks ago, a caseworker from the Ventura County Healthcare Agency. This 4-person Project Hope team will be a model for other cities in our county and will be the primary reason we will be successful in reducing homelessness in Camarillo in the next year. One new tool that will be a major part of our Project Hope success in the next year is the acquisition of grant funding for our hotel voucher program. These grant funds are being used by our Project Hope team to identify the most vulnerable homeless who have been living in our city and prioritize them for housing. The funding will allow us to use hotel rooms as a means to transition homeless from the streets and into a more stable environment. While in our hotel voucher program, our Project Hope caseworkers will have multiple contacts with the individual or family each week, working to identify their needs and help them graduate out of our hotel voucher program into a more permanent level of housing. In just the last month since we received the funding, we've housed a 70-year-old woman who was living in her car for the last 4 years. We housed a mother, father, and their 2 minor children who've been living in an RV for the last 2 years. And just today, we are housing a mother and her son who have been living in their RV in Camarillo for the last 2 years. In the short time they've been in our hotel voucher program, Project Hope has already identified potential housing for each one of these subjects. Great things are happening here in Camarillo. Your deputy sheriffs are completely committed to this city, working as school resource officers to build positive relationships with our students, conducting traffic enforcement to keep our streets safe from motorists and pedestrians, working in our investigative bureau to solve crimes and hold criminals accountable, and working in our community resource unit to continue building positive relationships throughout our city. The women and men of Camarillo Police Department are proud to serve this great city.
To simply say that Camarillo values public safety would be an understatement. A safe community is a defining feature in Camarillo, and public safety is one of the largest contributing factors to our high quality of life. Camarillo is consistently ranked as one of the safest cities in California. Camarillo contracts with the Ventura County Sheriff's Office to provide law enforcement, and we are proud of the emphasis our Camarillo Police Department puts on community engagement. Camarillo remains in strong financial shape. We continue to budget conservatively and retain our reputation both regionally and statewide of exhibiting strong financial stability. Camarillo ranks high compared to the 430 cities evaluated by the California State Auditor's Office. We've consistently maintained our AAA rating by Standard & Poor's, a rating few cities and even Fortune 500 companies can claim to have. Being a contract city allows us to have a stable employee base and yet contract for services when needed. The efficiency of contracts for police services, library, building and safety, the city attorney, landscaping, transit operation, trash collection, and other services allows us to control costs. Those savings, avoiding risk, and staying true to our conservative and practical approach have allowed us to survive ups and downs very well. Quality of life is second to none in Camarillo. We are a city of 70,000 people, but this is still one of those places where you run into people you know while out and about in the community. Some say that the Camarillo Premium Outlets have helped to put Camarillo on the map, making this city a destination for shopping. But the heart and the soul of the city is so much more than that. Camarillo is a remarkable business and residential community with much to offer. Nestled in a coastal plain between the beach and the mountains, Camarillo offers year-round sunshine in a family-friendly and safe environment with top-class amenities, global industries, great businesses, and an educated workforce to support them. Camarillo is home to a small general aviation airport, a thriving economy, a world-class university just outside city limits, amazing schools, spacious, well-kept parks, a beautifully preserved Camarillo Ranch, which is the homestead of our namesake, Adolfo Camarillo. The stunning Camarillo Library, a popular destination for information, enjoyment of reading, lifelong learning, and cultural enrichment. This high quality of life here in Camarillo is due in large part to partnerships with key stakeholders to help us make this community one that we can all be proud to call home, whether we live here, work here, or play here. Public art has been emphasized in recent development projects, and we are starting to see these art pieces come to life. These public art installations in our community provide a strong representation of our city's rich history, telling the story of who we are and how far we've come. As much as we celebrate Camarillo for the unique city it is, we also pride ourselves on forward-thinking progress and planning for our future. As we move forward, we want to preserve the aspects of our community that we love and recognize that as we grow, we need to grow sustainably and ensure that our future is just as rich and resilient as our past and present. Camarillo is leading the way to a resilient future with an integrated approach to address sustainability in our infrastructure and operations. The recently created Sustainability Master Plan for Municipal Operations is a living policy document which is regularly reviewed and updated through the leadership of the City Council. The plan lays the groundwork for municipal initiatives that the city can use to achieve the sustainable vision and goals established for Camarillo's municipal operations in a fiscally responsible, technologically feasible, and efficient manner. Camarillo is setting the example for other cities and the region. Not only are we tackling major capital projects like the city's desalter, which serves as a piece of the city's critical infrastructure and will aid the city in the sustainable use of natural resources, but we are taking it one step further by incorporating an educational center equipped for public and school tours with interactive displays and exhibits to share Camarillo's journey to water independence and the importance of water conservation and sustainability for the region. We are eager to showcase this educational center during a public open house at the desalter this November. We continue to make forward progress on the initiatives laid out for the city in our strategic planning and policy documents, such as the Sustainability Master Plan and an Economic Development Strategic Plan, all of which aim to set the city up for success and guide us toward a more resilient future. In all that we are and all that we do, Camarillo is dedicated to providing effective and efficient municipal services that promote a high quality of life, economic vitality, and a safe environment for all. The key points that we want to drive home with our presentation today is that Camarillo is paving the way towards a more resilient future. We are positioning ourselves to be an example for other cities and to become a leader in the region. The information we've shared today only scratches the surface of all that Camarillo has in the works. We hope it leaves you with some insight into our strategic thinking and our forward progress. We thank you for joining us today and supporting the city in this event. We hope you have enjoyed the new format. We kept it brief intentionally to allow time for networking and one-on-one conversations that don't always happen at these events. I will be here today with my fellow council members and the city's executive leadership team for the duration of the event to meet with you. Please, if we haven't already met, come and introduce yourself. Our event goes until 5:30. We invite you to mingle and network during the next hour. Enjoy the food and beverages. Thank you for coming and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.